First mountain bike ride of 2022. I'm up at Gateway Park. I'm gonna start today a how-to series, which is going to be a mixture of riding techniques as well as mechanical repairs, little tweaks, best practices here and there. That'll be my goal for 2022, is to build up those kind of videos and information and see if we can make our digital footprint take off more. So that's the goal. But right now, I'm just gonna ride. I'm on my Kona Process 153 CRDL 2018 model, custom painted by Alliance Coachworks in a pretty much chameleon color scheme, which, if you can see my stem and my top cap, the frame in the right lighting will actually go from the purple on the stem to the green on the stem cap. It's a really cool color. I am running my tried and true Onyx hubs, front and back. I'm using the classics. The Vespers are lighter, but I like the classics because I've had no issues with them. They're a little heavier, but I get custom engraving on these for free. So that's the selling point of the classics, as well as they come stock with ceramic bearings, where the Vespers are high quality ABEC 5 steel bearings, but a much lighter weight hub set, more equivalent to the Chris Kings, the Industry 9s of the world. But the classics are heavier, mainly the rear hub. It's just beefy. I've got them laced, built by me, built by Bonsai. Sapim CX Ray spokes with Sapim nipples in purple. The Onyx hubs are antifreeze green. And I've got race face rims, the Arc 31 carbons, front and back. I am running Cush core, front and back, with Maxxis 27.5 by 2.8 plus size tires. Now, I will say a plus size tire I don't like by itself because it's too flimsy. I like the cushion, I like the traction, I like the look, everything's good, but it's just too flimsy. You can kind of feel the tire rolling a little bit side to side. But with Cush core, it makes it handle like a much smaller tire, but I still get all the advantages of the big plus size tire. So Cush core and plus size, good. I've also got a Rockshox ZEB Ultimate Fork up front with 170mm travel, custom graphics that I got from Slick Graphics out of Sweden. Let's see. I do have one of my customers letting me borrow his rear shock on this bike, which is what came stock on his, but he installed the MegNeg. It's Rockshox SUper Deluxe. It's got the lockout and low speed compression and rebound adjustment. I've put 3 negative straps in for me. I did like the stock shock on this bike with no MegNeg. but I'm trying it out, so we'll see what it does. I am also running the Cascade Link on this bike from Cascade Components. It keeps the chatter down significantly on the rear end. Better small bump compliance. Better climbing because it's got more traction, keeps the rear wheels on the ground better, and it extends the travel from 153 to 160. I've got SRAM Code RSC brakes front and back with 200mm rotors, just the center line, the standard center line rotors from SRAM. They're very nice. Wolf tooth dropper pose lever. A light action, which if you're looking for a simple, fairly inexpensive upgrade to your bike with a dropper post, get one of those. It'll change your life. Very smooth, very easy to actuate. The one cheapish item I'm running, two cheapish items I'm running, is a Trans X dropper post that came stock on a Kona Big Hanzo ST in a 200mm drop. It simply works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then I'm running the seat that came off one of our customers' 30th anniversary Hanzo STs, which is, I mean, just a basic seat with 30th anniversary graphics. But ultimately, I would like to get, when the funds allow, the SRAM AXS dropper post. That would be perfect. For grips, I've got ESI extra chunkies. They are fairly delicate, but they are very comfy. We're going east side. Alright, now we'll cruise on the east side. I am running the Deity bar. It's a carbon bar, I forget the exact model. It's just whatever was available at the time, because I bought it in 2021 when nothing was available. So I've been impressed with it so far. It's good. Made it to a Deity stem, which is pretty cool. They weren't my first choice. They were really the only choice at the time, but I'm happy with them. I have no complaints whatsoever. They look good, they function, no issues. I'm running a full SRAM XX1 AXS drivetrain minus cranks. So I've got the AXS shifter, AXS rear derailleur, the oil slick cassette in the back, 12-speed, 1052, with oil slick chain, which I have waxed with speed wax. I prefer waxing my chains now. Takes a little longer to prep the chain to get it ready, but once it's done, man, I put more miles in last month than I could really say almost all year. It feels like anyway. But last time I waxed my chain before this weekend was about 2 months ago. Otherwise, I just rode it. Never had an issue. For roadies, they're getting about 2,000 miles out of one wax application. You do it. Off-road, I'd expect more like 1,000 for people riding a lot. For one of my customers, he's a beast, runs single speed all the time, on his single speed, he had gotten about a month's worth. About a month's worth of riding on his bike that he rode almost every day. So it's probably 600 to 800 miles for him. And what else? Yeah, that's about it. Cranks. I'm running Race Face Next R carbon cranks in purple with a purple Race Face chainring and a 34 with their cinch direct mount. And I'm running a Kogel ceramic bearing press fit dub, or press fit 30 bottom bracket. Really just press fit bottom bracket made for 30 millimeter. And all in all, it's a pretty sweet package. I like it a lot. So much so, my Kona Hanzo that I've raved about, and I will still rave about it, has taken over commuting duty. Just because I can ride farther on the full suspension. They weigh about the same. This is carbon, that one's steel. This one's more forgiving, of course, but for steel on the Hanzo, that thing is just freaking blast, man. You feel like a different rider. But if you take those skills you learn on a hardtail, put them on a full suspension, you'll be even faster. Instead of plowing into stuff, you float over stuff. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, kind of thing. But I think my Kona Process is essentially done with its custom build, minus the seat post and seat, if I so choose to later on. But yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet. But I will say, the way I've built my Hanzo, it will make you not need a full suspension as far as a short travel full suspension. It's hard to compare a 160 millimeter travel trail bike, enduro bike, to a steel frame hardtail, but if you don't have the cash for a full suspension, man, Hanzo steel is real. It is a beautiful machine, and it's exceptionally fun commuting in an urban setting. I put on 27.5 by 2.5 Maxxis hook horns, my tried and true urban assault tires I used to commute on all the time. And man, you can just lean sideways on those tires, and it's just a blast. All right, it's gonna go down here in a minute. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. Going down. Whoop. Yes, I did. I did start the camera, right? Yep. Okay. Good. Suck. when I get to some of the climbs here, I will dismount the bike and start doing some how-to on climbing. Because climbing is a necessary skill everyone on a bike should know, and it will open up your trail options significantly if you can climb, even climbing something like this. You know, make you feel stronger, get up from one side of the trail to the other, and really open up your horizons. And if you can climb well, you can pedal well. But I will say that commuting to and from work 1 or 2 days a week for the last month or so has significantly improved my climbing strength and cardio. So before, I'm always a good climber, I'm just slow. But now, I'm still a good climber, but I'm faster, more efficient. So if you have road bike or you commute to work, miles on either one will help improve mountain biking, as well as mountain biking improving the other side of things on the road. So road biking or commuting helps you get in that zone for your heart rate and essentially stay there. So you build your cardio and get your muscles used to more effectively utilizing the oxygen that they get. Where mountain biking, you get that short, punchy, like more strength training out of it versus cardio. So, I mean, you still get cardio out of mountain biking, but you get more sustained cardio, honestly, out of commuting or riding on the road. So, they both complement each other. If you are watching this, tell me below in the comments what you would like to see as how-to video, whether it be climbing, descending, jumping. I may not be the best one for that because I have my own set of skills. I'm used to landing flat, not ramp to ramp or that kind of thing. So if you want jumping type stuff, you may look at some other videos, but if it's riding technique or mechanical, how to adjust a derailleur, how to adjust brakes, maybe possibly bleeding brakes, installing a headset, a fork, cutting a fork, crank set, installing all that, installing a drivetrain, yada yada, all that stuff. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do while it's slow. Because traditionally, January, February are our slowest months at the shop, and that gives me more time to do videos. So, ultimately, I would like to make our YouTube channel and whatever else it goes on have some type of profit, but I got to get a lot more views. So I need more and maybe better content. I don't know. I'm just doing this from the seat of my pants. So we'll see what happens. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, you'll get some good footage. All right. Little climb. Do, 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 do. Climbing up. Now using 360 will take up more storage space, but with this 256 gigabyte SD card I've got like 4 hours worth of footage, or 5 hours, 5 to 5.5 hours of potential footage, as long as I have enough batteries, which I got 3, and they'll last about 50 minutes to an hour. So, got about 3 hours worth of footage. And they do make an extended battery, but it's not necessarily suggested use in an active setting. So that is one drawback to this camera. I'm not sure what GoPro has, but to use the extended battery on this Insta360 camera, you have to take the protective case off, because the battery pack has its own little mounting point. So, all right. Going up. The seat. Easy gear. Going up. And we're spinning. We're spinning. Front of the seat, arms down. We're at the top, or midway, so we can rest a little bit. And we're going to go up to the top. That's it. Well, and there's the view we get for climbing everything. Flat. Let's get to it. We got a little bit more climbing coming up. Get to go down first. Time I think I'll stand up and climb. I think I've done that before on this one. Trick to that is just keep it smooth. Float on the bike. Don't like mash and mash and mash. Just gentle, nice and easy. Keep the momentum up. Okay, now we're up. Down. No brakes. Nice. All right. At least it works. It does what it's supposed to. Oh yeah, this one sucks. This one I will sit down and spin. with the seat where it really shouldn't be. Sitting on the very tip of it. And how's it going? And there we go. Much better. All right. Those are pretty much the two main climbs here. I don't remember if there's any other steep climbs. But they aren't that hard. They're just steep. And if you're not ready for them, they will get you, definitely. Let's see. To the left or to the right? I don't think it really matters. Going down. And then we're going straight. Das gut. Oh, got a little rock thing here. I guess we'll go to the right. Fuck that up. Okay. So, going up again. This is not as steep as the others. Alright. Yeah, this one, I've done this on the Hansa before. I've never done the Process, but I mean, it's not that big. It's interesting it's divoted like that. Sure, why not? We'll go play. No. Skip it for now. Go back up. To the left. Okay, so this is going to go towards the new jump lines that they've got. Supposedly they've made them tabletops now for scaps, which honestly, if it's public land, that's how it should be. This whole holier than thou type of, if you can't do this, don't come here, or fair warning kind of Facebook post is bullshit. Make it for everybody, and they'll need skills. Yep, and in 10 bucks, table tops. sure why I avoided these before, other than the gap. But those are pretty good. Too hard to gear. Easy. Come on, AXS. There we go. Easy peasy. Just a little bit over here to start off. All right, jump line again. Let's see what we got. Landed flat on that one. Downside. Nice. Little kicker on these. Nice. That's cool. That's a fun little section there. I did turn up my rebound a little bit, made it a tad slower, about 2 clicks. Because you don't want fast rebound on takeoffs, unless you're just used to it. If that's all you're doing is jumping, you want slower rebound generally for jumping, so a quick rebound doesn't buck you. At least that's how I do it. Some other people may not. Now, on rough terrain, generally, wide open rebound is very nice or close to. And we be done with east side. We'll go due west. Let's see what happens. I still didn't bottom out the suspension, so that's good. I will need more work on the jump line though. So, normally my kind of jumping has sprawled from jumping curbs, little rocks, roots. I can get lots of air off that kind of stuff because I pull up and do all that versus just letting the bike kind of soar, which is what those kind of jumps are for, essentially. Or jumping off of stuff like the water gardens of Fort Worth or loading docks where it's cement flat landings or grass flat landings kind of thing. That's my history, how I've always done it. Not that I can't do the typical jumps today that they're making. I see more work on them. Some are built better than others, of course, too. So, rider up. How you doing? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah. Oh yeah. You too. All right. Some riders coming.
What's going on, Brian?
How's it going? All right. East side done. On west. How you doing? There is no reason to let that bundled up right now. This feels amazing. Of course, I overheat way too fast. Low humidity, 50 degrees. Perfect. Riding in my usual cycling gear. Short sleeve jersey, shorts, and a bib. Won't put a jacket on until it's 40 or below. And then I'll still wear shorts. Maybe some knee warmers. It's gotta be real cold or real windy to do that. Going left. That was fun. One of the best things about this bike, both my bikes actually, is how quiet they are. You don't hear any chain noise, chain slap. That's a lot to do with the wax, chain wax. But then, yes, little to no creaks anywhere. They're just dialed. Good. Das good. If my hub made noise, I may not care much about the other noises that may happen. But my bike is quiet, and it should be quiet. Everything about it should be quiet. All I should hear is a little bit of chain when I'm pedaling. Just a chain going over the teeth, which is quiet. And the tires on the ground. And occasional brakes when I'm stopping. Cruising along. Heard that. Nice downhill coming up. Looks clear. Off the trail. Don't know what that was about, but something happened. Features. Float over stuff. Float. Float. A little rest. Maybe not. I'm going. Shot. I think I'll do that on the jump and wall ride. I'm gonna do it once and then come back to it again. Set the camera up on the wall ride with a 360. I think that looks pretty cool. lap number 2. Back in again. Starting to get a little chilly. Still feels good. Whew. So we're going to go to the jump line. I'm not going to do all the climbs, other than the climbs necessary to get to the jump line. So, I'm guessing the new way is straightish. Okay, and off to east side. How you doing? I've been going back and forth for pretty much all of last year between my Kona ST, my perfect hardtail, and this bike. Trying to make this dial this one in. For the longest part of the year, I didn't necessarily enjoy riding this bike. I just had it set up wrong. I tried coil spring front and back. Yeah, it was smooth and plush. That's not, I don't like a bike like that. It was somewhat fun at Spider Mountain doing that, but it wasn't really dialed the way I like it. So I changed out all the suspension to air, put my old shock back on. This particular one's the MegNeg. This is the first real mountain bike ride with it. And then ZEB Ultimate up front. This is my first time out here with this fork. No, second time out here with this fork. And this one compared to the Marzocchi Bomber fork, the Z1 coil, no contest, the ZEB wins big time. Of course, they're two different animals. This one's a bigger stanchion, the other one's a 36. This one's $1,000, $1,100, something like that. The Marzocchi's 700-ish. The damper on this is top of the line. The damper on that is generation or two old. I mean, it's a solid fork for what you got with the Marzocchi. But if it was air, I might have kept it, maybe. But, and the coil shock in the back, super plush, but I didn't like it. And with the coils, it was heavy. I mean, I had about 2 pounds to the bike. But now that I've got the suspension dialed in a little better, I'm still working on it. This has now taken the place of my Hanzo ST off-road. I can ride farther, I can ride longer, I can ride faster, and I can ride harder on this bike. The Hanzo is an exceptional bike. But there were many times, mainly at Sansom, or even here on some of the downhills, the faster straight downhills, where I get to the very edge of my comfort level on that bike for handling before it starts getting uncontrollable or somewhat out of control. And at that point, I moved on the Hanzo, I lengthened the chainstays to their max length, which helped a lot. That allowed me to get a little bit more speed out of it at a comfortable level. But then I started getting to that point where I was getting to my personal limit on that bike at speed. Now everywhere else, other than downhills or rocky downhills, that was so much fun. Dam drop, climbs, little jumps here and there. That's a super fun bike. But my skill level was surpassing what the bike was able to do, or at least what I was able to do comfortably. So now if it was a Hanzo ESD or a newer Hanzo ST with a new geometry, then maybe something different. But I think I took that build as far as it could go without changing any frames or anything. Oh shit. I guess I'm doing all the climbs again. I missed the jump line. Oh well. Doing the same thing on this bike, same wheels, everything, with the proper suspension setup now. Where the Hanzo was holding me back, this thing begins. I don't think my skills or my time or my ability will reach the limit of what this bike can do. I just don't. But maybe I'll put a lot of miles in, get stronger again, and ride faster and harder. Maybe we'll evolve together. Maybe I'll get to the point where this one holds me back. But I doubt it. This thing is... I mean, this is a sweet bike. And longest time, I really like riding the Hanzo. I take pride in that I can ride the Hanzo steel frame hardtail faster and harder than some people ride their full suspensions. And I can do it smoother than they can on the full suspension. I take pride in that. But at the same time, it holds me back a little bit. And I may not be able to ride as long. Like 2 laps out here on the Hanzo, it takes me a while to get used to it. To the beating that you'll get compared to a nice full suspension. But I did purpose build that Hanzo so I would not need a full suspension. So if I put the Hanzo up against a Hey or maybe a 134, a Kona Process 134, I may still like the Hanzo more. I know I would against a Hey. The Hey just doesn't have enough travel for me personally. But I think I would outride the Hey on the Hanzo. So there's that. And the Cush core and those wheels and the plus size tires I run make that bike what it is for me. And it's perfect for a hardtail. It's like a little dirt jumper, which I thoroughly enjoy. And both bikes, this one and that one, this one's carbon, the other one's steel hardtail, weigh about the same. So it's not really a weight thing. And this one climbs better than the Hanzo. But in the Hanzo's defense, I have overextended the fork on it. That frame is made for 120. Realistically, you can do 140 without much issue, which is honestly the sweet spot for that frame that I've got. But I'm running 150 on it. So the steepest stuff climbing is kind of front end light. So you got to really lean over to make it climb decent. But at 140 or less, that thing climbs like a banshee. But the way I've got it set up, the way I like it, this bike is a better better all-rounder. So if I were to make this fork 190 mil travel, I would have the same issue. That's an extra 30 millimeters on what it's made for. Which I'm not going to do that, but it'd be the same thing. This wouldn't climb worth crap with that much fork on it. So, both excellent bikes. I like them a lot. I guess I'm gonna get 2 full laps in out here. I'm gonna start going up again. Still got sunlight. Now, going back to riding to the limits on a hardtail in this one, one way I can gain more ability on both bikes is a little gnarlier tires, like maybe a DHF or Assegai or something like it, or DHF, DHR, Dissector, Assegai, that kind of thing. But with how wide these tires are that I'm running, the Recon Pluses, and a 2.8 inch wide, they do everything I ask it to and then some. However, there have been times at Sansom, if I remember right, that I felt like I was reaching the limit of traction, or comfortable traction for me, on this bike with these tires. But I was going noticeably faster because I have gotten a lot stronger than I was a couple months ago. So that's a climb. You won't be the one holding people back in the group. No brakes. No brakes. Yeah. Going up. would be a tough climb there. Going up a little culvert or whatever you want to call it, drainage. And I wouldn't say these are the hardest climbs in DFW for mountain bike, or in Fort Worth for mountain biking, but I would say they are probably the steepest in Tarrant County. Going up again. All right. Where we did last time. Sit on the front, spin, take a little rest, keep spinning on the flat part. Keep your balance, keep moving. And then start up again. Oh, I made my stair step goal today. Girl. Oh yeah, this one. This is the one I stood up on before. So hard to gear. And let's stand and go. Okay, I'm feeling that now. Sit and spin. Easy gear. There we go. Good. You know, normally, like summertime, I'll do something like that, and I'm spent, and that's it. Lactic acid buildup, no more power left, but my muscles aren't sore. Like I never get to muscle fatigue, if I remember right. And then I'm essentially done with the steep climbs, if I remember right. Right. Ain't good as for Cushcore. I don't know if that would be. Whoa! Going up. I guess that part's kind of steep. Okay. Oop. Going down. Again. Split. And then we get to the jump line fairly soon after this. No brakes. And go to the right. Okay. Easy gear. Easier gear. Spin up. Okay. Nice. Okay. Going down. Whoa. Very bad line. Very bad line there for me. Too much speed, didn't line it up right. No. I did not crash. Almost. Incident detection works. What's funny is it works on that. It didn't work when I fell over and scratched the ride wrap off at Sansom. Of course, that was just a stupid slow speed mistake. There's a big rock over here, small rock over here protruding out of a little channel on the speakeasy. Okay. A little bit of a jump there. Spin up. Okay. Made it up. To the jump line. A little rest. Oh, Waffle House. That sounds good right about now. Jump line. Line it up and down. Kickers, nope, don't like them. Okay. That's a good ride today. Okay. I'm not going to push my luck and do it a fourth time. So. Sun was getting my eyes a little bit on that last one, last big one. And we exit again. That limb didn't look very safe. I go faster on this if I knew people weren't coming. Because this is a two-way trail here, which I wish it wasn't, honestly, but oh, no, that's not a two-way anymore. Okay. I'm not sure where the two-way ends and begins. Go back and do a little bit of west side, or maybe all the west side, I don't know. See how I feel when I get to the Lollipop Lane area. Just drive looks like a lollipop. It's a circle. Taco. 15 miles an hour. Not bad. Like that. Not really pushing, just cruising. Fisherman. Yeah, I can feel it getting a little cooler. Still feels good though. I am starting to feel it. It's a nice, easy ride today. If I had a little more time and a day like this, I could easily do 3 laps back to back. Maybe even 4. It's an easy trail to do it on. I'll go through this and then hit the sidewalk. Go this side first. Screw it. I'll keep going. It's a good day. Nice trail. Oh, almost messed that up. Let's get through these features. The body is talking to me. I'm starting to get really hungry. How's it going? Pretty good. Oh yeah, I'm getting hungry. Feeling it. Jeez, creaky bike. Get your bike looked at, man. Bike shouldn't creak. Alright. I'm just gonna run back to the car. And then that will end